All right, Tristan at Truck Lab with you again today. We're going to talk about Saginaw steering boxes and whether you should replace it or just adjust it. In this instance, the sector shaft broke off, so we're replacing. That's not really an option this time. But if your box is in otherwise good condition, it functions good, and it doesn't have any leaks, there's no reason not to adjust it. People talk about it like it's this mysterious thing. We're going to show you what's actually happening. So this is the top plate, this is the adjuster shaft or bolt, and then the lock nut that goes with it. So if we pop this guy out, you'll see the taper on this gear is the opposite of the taper on this gear. And so when you push this sector shaft down, you're decreasing the backlash, which is the amount of play between the two gears and inside there. And when you adjust this out, you're increasing the backlash. So over time, this gear will wear, like all gears, and it doesn't take a whole lot of wear here to increase the play felt in your steering. So if you just adjust this down, and it will be much less than this. I think the most I've ever adjusted one was maybe 2 turns. If you adjust this down by hand while it's in the truck, it's just pushing this gear down and decreasing that backlash. And the way I do it, that seems to work pretty well. 90% of the time, it actually works really well. You loosen this a little bit, and then you run your adjuster in by hand just with a small ratchet, 1/4-inch ratchet preferred. I do it with a big long extension so you can really get a good feel on it. Just run it in until it snugs. Just snug, you don't want to go tight, and then you back it off 90 degrees. Or I'm sorry, 180 degrees, a half turn. You back it off a half a turn from snug. And then while holding it there, you tighten this guy back down. So you would run it until snug, back off 180 degrees, and while you hold it there, you would tighten down your lock nut, back to snug there, not real tight. I think the spec on that's like 34 pounds, and that's it. It's really not a hard adjustment, but people just act like it's a magic thing. It's no different than changing the backlash in a differential, really. And there's people that talk about, well, it could lock up. Well, you'll know if it's too tight because as soon as you pull out of your driveway, it'll have memory steer, meaning the steering wheel won't want to center itself again. It'll stay where you put it. If it does that, it's too tight, back it off, 90 degrees at a time until that goes away. But run it down to snug, 180 degrees off, and you'll be really close. Anyway, that's all for today.